Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man, shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stress the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit, I ain't listening, is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jacob. So time war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Six shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Hey, Shalom, we the ISBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and this is the Wednesday night biblical law class. Let's give it up. Hey, we are the ISBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under command of General Yohana. If it's not under command of General Yohana, it is not the truth. Right. We've been bringing this out since 1969. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible. And our oppressor, the so-called white man, the colonizer, the pilgrim, the Spaniard, whatever name you want to call him, you feel me? He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, you understand? He's the biggest deceiver on the face of this earth. You understand? That's why we call him the devil. You understand? We're going to get into it tonight, man. In the midst of everything going on, you know, you got Donald Trump, he's cutting back resources. He's cutting back all types of assistance that he had for our people. Right. You see what I'm saying? And in the midst of this, in the midst of all of these cutbacks and all, and our people suffering, you got these Christian pastors, man. You got these Christian pastors, man. They ain't nothing but pimps on the pulpit. You see what I'm saying? That's right. Like, you know how, like, you know, like if you had a video game, right? And you had a pimp, that was like level 1. You see what I'm saying? The master level, the last level. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That pimp graduates to becoming that pastor. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, he graduates to becoming a pimp on that pulpit. You feel me? Because that's all he doing, man. We got some videos we're gonna get into tonight. You see what I'm saying? But we're gonna bring out how, these black Christian pastors, man, how wicked they are. You see what I'm saying? How they're hurting our people. We're gonna get into this tonight. If I could, let me start in Isaiah 9:16, Baba Kasha.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
They say, for the leaders of this people cause them to err. You understand? Like, have you wondered why we look the way we look? Why other nations get a chance to take advantage of us the way they do? You can look no further than our black leaders, man.
Right.
You look at these Christian pastors, these Muslim imams, you look at these politicians, you see what I'm saying? They always say we got to have a seat at the table, right? We got to have somebody in office. We got to have somebody on the board. We got to have somebody up in there with them so they can make change. They don't make change. Change happens to them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the leaders of our people, these are talking about black leaders, man. Black leaders have caused black people to err. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at it. A lot of times, a person who's ignorant, who don't know no better, they want to follow the person who they feel like is speaking for God. You see what I'm saying? So, in a lot of cases, these Christian pastors, they're speaking for God when a person who don't know no better looks at them as if they are speaking for God. You see what I'm saying? Which they are not. So you start watching the pastor and you're like, damn, it's all right to do that. You see what I'm saying? You can't. We didn't all seen pastors do something. You're like, man, we can do that for real?
Right.
We can get away with that? God cool with that? You see what I'm saying? So when you see the Christian pastor having certain behaviors, doing certain things, it kind of leads you to the grand conclusion is I can do whatever the hell I want to do too. You see what I'm saying? And as long as I believe, I'm fine. You see what I'm saying? Like, as long as I believe that Christ is my savior and he died on the cross for my sins, as long as I believe that, I can do whatever I want. And this is how these leaders cause our people to err. Keep going.
Come. And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And saying they that are led of them are destroyed. You feel me? We are destroyed because of that, man. If you go into any black community, if you go to any Latino community, if you go into any Native American reservation, you see what I'm saying? They all look the same.
Right.
They all look the same. You see what I'm saying? You got us on the corners in all of our communities, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We on a corner, you know what I mean? And it's like we're giving into every vice that they put in our community, while other nations are in our communities making money off of us. You see what I'm saying? So we buying everything, but we ain't selling nothing, but poison to each other. You see what I'm saying? Our leaders has caused us to err. You understand? That's why we're destroyed, man. People always want to blame, hey man, we destroyed because of education. That's not true. I think they say the black woman is the most educated person on the face of the earth. What good is it? What good does that do for us as a people when you got black leaders who are quote unquote educated, but they're still pushing white supremacy? You see what I'm saying? The Christian church is nothing but the black Christian church is nothing but a vessel for white supremacy.
Right.
The so-called white man, he ain't got to do certain things when you got a black pastor there.
Right.
He gonna do it for him. He gonna do all the bidding for him. Right. And that's what we see, man. Like these pastors are destroying our people, man. Like if you black, Hispanic, and Native American, we still in the Christian church, y'all. I don't know what in the hell is wrong with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like we call ourselves being loyal. We call ourselves being loyal, and you see what I'm saying? Like, don't want to feel like you're church hopping. That's why the pastor shuns that. He shuns that so when he do wrong to you, he convicts your spirit to stay. Now your church hopping, you see one thing bad happen, then you want to go over there. That's how they do. So you start feeling guilty, like, man, I did see Pastor smoking weed. You see what I'm saying? I did see Pastor, with them hoes. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you feel me? So, yeah, man, he do good most of the time. Ain't nobody can be perfect. We start to rationalize. We start to reason with sin. The next thing you know, we start doing it. We start committing. Well, shit, I can smoke a little weed then. I can sell a little drugs here and there. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I get in a little bind, I can sell this pack. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we're destroyed, man. Look at all the nations around us. They profit off of us. They benefit off of us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's courtesy of the Black Christian Church. You see what I'm saying? They in these board meetings. These black politicians are in the meetings where they say what they're going to do. And you know what they do? They stay silent. Mm-hmm. They can't say nothing, man. They've been brought and paid for already. Keep going.
On. Verse 17. Therefore, the Lord shall have no joy in their young men.
It say, therefore, the Lord shall take no joy in their young men. Like, here's the thing. The Most High can't even take joy in the young men no more because of how destroyed we are. Like, do you know, like, as you start to age, if you got sons, if you got nephews, you understand? Like, you raise them right and see you see them coming up. You proud of that, man.
Right.
You looking at them like, yeah, they coming. Like, you want them to be greater than you. You want them to do greater things than you did. You see what I'm saying? You see your sons and nephews, they getting stronger. They serving the Lord, man. Man, that's something to brag about. Here it is. The Lord can't even take pride in it. He can't take no pleasure in the young men, man, because we're so destroyed. And a lot of people gonna blame the youth, right? Like, we just went through all that. A lot of people just gonna blame the youth.
Right.
No, it's the older generations that's failed the youth. You see what I'm saying? Who was there to teach them? Now we want to try to teach and show them the way. Yeah, I mean, when they already in the trenches.
Right.
Prior to them getting there, who taught them? You see what I'm saying? This is why Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge was set up, the ISUPK.
That's right.
Under command of General Yohana, under Yahweh Shah, under the Most High.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're gonna get that youth. We're gonna get them young brothers and them sisters. We're gonna call them into this truth, and we're gonna change their lives up. Most High is gonna change their lives, their life, man. But the Lord can't, at this point, the Lord can't even take pleasure in the young men, man, of Israel.
All right.
You understand? Because of what these leaders, how these leaders have led us, how destroyed we are, the things that we're into, the things that we give power and credence to. You see what I'm saying? Half of the young brothers out here, they looking at Allah. They going to prison, turning Muslim. You feel me? Damn Yahweh Shah, damn Yahweh.
Right.
Like, that's how it's viewed. You see what I'm saying? Like, they going into these prison cells, and they going into the streets, and they turn into a lie. They turn into a false god. The Lord can't take pleasure in that, man. And we can thank them Christian pastors for that. You go into the prison system, you ask every Black, Hispanic, or Native American, what's your religion? Without a shadow of a doubt, I would say 99.998%, you're gonna get either Christian or you're gonna get Muslim.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's just what it is. You understand? Let me drop that. Let me get Jeremiah 23 about with the show.
Come on.
Hey, shalom, sis. Was that Allegra?
No.
Shalom, sis. Sister Allegra in the chat. Go when you get it.
Come on. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
The Bible say, woe. What does woe mean? The Lord say, what? Go ahead, Officer Canard.
Slightly, sir. Woe means destruction.
Woe means destruction, man. The Lord is saying, destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't realize these Christian pastors, they do not realize the damage that they're doing to the Lord's children, man. The Lord said destruction to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't make a threat. We can't make a threat serious enough than what the Most High just said.
Right.
Most High just said destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter my sheep. The sheep of my pasture, man. If you look at Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, we all over the place.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? We starting to wake up. Some of us starting to understand who we are, what we called to do. But there's still so many of us out here, man, who don't have a clue. You see what I'm saying? You know how many Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans can't even hear the words about of the Most High because of the damage that Black Christian pastors have done to them?
Right.
Whenever you hear a Black person talk about they atheists, I'm being honest with you. The first thing that goes to my mind, what happened to you?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What happened to you in the Christian church? What happened to you in that Catholic church? Something happened that turns you off completely from religion. You see what I'm saying? Because, and here's the thing, what we do is not a religion, but that's how they do it.
Right.
Something turns you off from the Most High. Because a lot of times once you start having conversations, they say, if there was a God, how could he allow this to happen to me? You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times this happened from that Christian pastor.
Right.
That Catholic priest. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's lawsuits all over the radio, all over TV right now, where people have been abused for years. Now they finally starting to come out and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures say, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Keep going.
Saith the Lord. Verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord.
Listen, this is not a threat.
Right.
This is a promise.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, when you mistreat the Lord's people and you misguide them, like, people don't realize, man, the Lord loves Israel.
Right.
The Lord loves Israel. And you mistreating his people, you got his people all scattered across abroad, not knowing who they are, hating him because of you, because in that moment you was the representation of the Most High when you started speaking that to him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then you abused that. You didn't feed them, you didn't check on them. That's what the Lord is saying. It's like you destroyed them and you left them, you let them bleed out. You left them to die. You didn't even check on them. Read that end part where it said, I will visit you.
Come, sir. I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord.
The Lord is going to visit you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you think you untouchable because you got the nod from the so-called white man.
Right.
You think you untouchable. The Lord is going to visit you in your evil. You know what I'm saying? And when the Lord visits you, there ain't a soul on this earth that can save you.
Right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's utterly disgusting what these Christian pastors are doing, man. Like, not only is it disgusting, it had you looking at people like, how are y'all falling for this? That shows you how deep it is. That shows you how deep a spell, how much witchcraft that's involved with Christianity. It shows you that, because it's like, you start wondering, like, yo, how are people still falling for this? How is it that people still going up there giving them their life earnings? You see what I'm saying? Getting nothing in return. Like, the Most High said, you ain't feeding my people.
Right.
You ain't checking on my people. Some of these people in these churches, man, I'm telling you. So a lot of these people in these churches, especially the elderly, you know, the elderly, they want something to hold on so bad. You see what I'm saying? They got fixed incomes and they giving 80% of that fixed income to these Christian pastors. And they going home, they ain't got no heat in the winter. They ain't got no AC in the summer. They catching buses, they catching hacks to come to your church. What happens when they call you and say, hey, listen, I can't pay my rent?
Right.
I can't pay the taxes on my house, man. You see what I'm saying? I can't pay the taxes on my house. They talk about coming and taking my house from me. What the Christian pastor gonna say?
Pray about it.
He gonna pray about it. Your faith ain't sufficient.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Despite the fact that she didn't gave that man 80% of her life earnings. Damn, if not 100. Because she believes if she gives, he believes if he gives to this Christian pastor, that the Lord is going to have somehow flip $1,000 into $10,000, 10,000 into 20. Because that's what the pastor told him. Good.
Slightly, sir. What you're bringing out is powerful, especially that same situation. Because I remember growing up, you know what I'm saying, seeing my parents, you know, give. So my parents would have me and my brothers run up the offering up, and we would be able to see how much, you know what I'm saying, they were giving the pastors, right?
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, like, yo, we would go without certain stuff in the house. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, y'all claim y'all ain't got no money, but y'all giving like way more, you know what I'm saying, to appease him. And then I remember one time my mother had asked the church for something. And they basically told her, like, yo, you're going to have to pray on it. You know, something must be going on. We'll get back to you. It never happened. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, that's one of the reasons why a lot of us get away from the church, because it's like, oh, you robbing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember asking when I was in the church, the pastor, I'm like, yo, what's your job, yo? He was like, yo, this is my job. Like, so you don't go to work or nothing? He like, no, this is my work. And the stuff that he had in my head is when I'm young, I'm like, shit, nigga, that's easy. That's a way to get bread. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they put on us as a people. You feel me? And what you're saying is real powerful when it comes to that.
Yeah, and that's why the scripture say, you know, my people are destroyed because of that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like we are destroyed because of those experiences, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, whereas though you a child and you can see that happen, and you like, man, they ain't getting me like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, they got my parents, but they ain't getting me like that. You see what I'm saying? But what happened if they was actually men of God? And they were actually doing what they were supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? You would build up young men that the Lord could take pleasure in. You see what I'm saying? The Lord can't take pleasure in what we have now because of them Christian pastors, man. If I could, I want to get to this video. You know, a lot of people may have seen it already, but we're gonna look at it and how disgusting it is. You feel me?
Which one?
Kind of that one. And what I want everybody to see is, like, look at the spirit behind the Christian pastor, man. Look at the lack of, don't play yet. Look at the lack of concern, the lack of what's the word I want to use? Compassion that he has. Like when you see a pimp, and he talking to one of his hoes, he don't give a damn that she's been destroyed. He don't give a damn that she's been beaten, battered, abused. He don't give a damn about nothing. Where's my money?
Right.
She come to him with a broken jaw, broken eye out her head because she just got beat up in SA. And all he wants to know is, where is my money?
Right.
Now let's watch this video.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participate.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000,
hey, so like he said, this sister just came up there and gave him $1,200. He said that's only $1,200.
Right.
As if to say, what in the hell is this?
Right.
That's what a pimp do to his hoe. You've been out here all day. Where my money at? That's all you made. You only bringing me $1,200. Like, this is boss level of pimping. You see what I'm saying? This boss level pimping right here. She said, sir, I have $1,000 and I have another check for 200. Ho. That's 1,200.
Right.
What is this?
Right.
Good.
Like, sir, that's how you know how evil it is. Because any other day in any other place, 1,200, everybody hype. That's what's up.
Listen.
You know,
listen, Carmen, 1,200 can move a lot. 1,200 can pay the mortgage. 1,200 can pay that gas and electric. 1,200 can pay that water bill. 1,200 can go to the taxes to save your house. You see what I'm saying? You know how many people are starving right now?
Right.
You know how many families are starving right now? That $1,200 could have went to? That could have fed many families out.
Right.
And he looked at that 1,200 and said, what the hell is this?
Right.
Let's play the rest of that.
Come on, sir.
Plus 1,000.
Play it from again.
Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfected church, sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participate.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
I, Roberta McCoy.
Here's the thing, good.
It's like, so nigga, the crazy thing about like people under this Christianity doctrine, right? That right there is so disrespectful. They in the background, yeah, go chill, pastor. You funny, pastor. Like that's how like destructive it has on our people. That like something is disrespectful with no compassion or nothing for anybody in this congregation. They just take it as if it's a joke. It's just
and they looking at her like, oh, she broke.
Right.
He said, I said 1,000 plus 1,000. Where is my 800? She said, Pastor, I can get it to you, but that ain't what I asked. Toss them checks. Is it to say, oh, go get my money?
Right.
You shouldn't even have been up here until you had my money right. And then you got them other evil parishioners, them other evil people in the church, like Officer Can I Say, they laughing. They looking at her, oh, she broke. She couldn't get 2,000 up. You feel me? Who in the hell are y'all?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, who are you? That this lady got to give $2,000 up to your private fund, because damn sure ain't for the Lord,
right,
or the Lord's people. You see what I'm saying? Who are you? You see what I'm saying? This is why the Lord said, "Whoa, destruction." You understand? Like you're gonna pay for that. You are going to pay for that. Think you slick?
Like you done with this video? Yeah, come on, you can get out of that.
You know what I mean? Like, you talking to somebody like that just gave you $1,200, $1,200 that could have fed so many, like when I say starving brothers and sisters out here, you could have fed damn near 2 blocks of people with $1,200.
I know how I know.
You know what $1,200 can do if you go to Costco's or Sam's or something like that and buy something in bulk? You know how much food that could have fed some people with? And he tossed it to the side. Where the hell is my 800 at?
All right.
Pastor, I'm gonna try to get the 8. I'm gonna get the 800 when I get it. Yeah. That's not what I told you.
Right.
That's a pimp talking to his hoe. You see what I'm saying? And black women, listen. I know that y'all don't like the things that we say out of our mouth because we can have more than one wife. I understand. You see what I'm saying? But it ain't no way that black women can be so stern with black men that's actually serving the Lord. Be so critical of black men that's serving the Lord, and then go and take and give your money to somebody like that, man.
Right. That's right.
That's how you know is grade A pimping right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He ain't did nothing for them. But when it comes to the men of the Lord is actually doing and serving.
Right.
And you got women out here who talk down on the men of the Lord, but they go and take that money and give it to that pimp. Like it disgusts me, and it disgusts the Lord. That's why the Lord said, "Woe be unto the pastor that destroy and scatter my sheep." Keep going in Jeremiah 23, Brother Bashar.
Come. Verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whether I have driven them, and will bring them again to their foes, and they shall be fruitful and increase.
And that's what's happening right now, man.
Right.
The Lord is calling back his sheep. I mean, he's calling back his sheep to righteous leadership. That's why so many people opening up to this truth, man.
Right.
It's time. You see what I'm saying? And this is the right leadership to be under command of Jimmy Hanna.
That's right.
You understand? But things won't get done the right way. This is what's happening right now. We seeing this happen in real time. Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more.
And I'm going to set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them. That's exactly what's going to happen, man.
Right.
You come in here and say, "Hey, Salaki, I got a $1,200 check for Commanding General Hunt." Do you know what's going to happen with that $1,200? Israel will get fed. You feel me?
Right.
Israel will that will be used to fix our nation.
Right.
Not to fix our business.
Right.
Not to fix our G6.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That money is going to go back into our nation, man. This is what the Lord is saying. I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them. Keep going.
Come. And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord.
Listen, that sister that gave that $1,200, she was lacking, and that's what people don't realize. She was lacking because she didn't have the other 800 to give.
Right.
Do you know if she had the other 800? Do you know she would have gave it to that pastor?
Come.
She don't have it, which means she pulled that out of her savings.
Right.
She didn't have 1,200. She pulled it out of her savings, man. Because she felt like, listen, if I empty my savings account and I bring the pass up, for sure, people gonna accept this. Good.
It's like, so there's one, when you said savings, there was one pastor doing the video, he was talking about, he was online, he was saying, yo, I want y'all to go in y'all certificates. You know what I'm saying? All that little savings y'all got. And I want y'all to pull it out, man. Give it to the church. Because you know the Lord bless me, whatever. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, but it's so crazy because people do it.
They do it.
People do it. And this is why we're destroyed.
Right.
I mean, that lady, she did not have that $1,200. Because if she had it, she would have brought 2,000.
Yep. That's right.
I mean, so she just went broke and got disrespected, got humiliated, got laughed at in front of that pastor, man.
And the world.
You see what I'm saying? This is why the Lord said, I'm going to set up shepherds that's going to feed them, man.
Right.
They shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, nor shall they be lacking, saith the Lord. You won't be lacking when you got righteous leadership, man. Do you see how many Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are lacking right now? That's because of the leadership. When you got righteous leadership that's for the people don't lack.
Right.
They may not get everything that they want, but far as lacking and what they need, they're not going to lack. Everybody going to have lights. Everybody going to have heat. You see what I'm saying? There ain't nobody going to die of heat exhaustion. Right. Ain't nobody going to die of hypothermia. You see what I'm saying? No one is going to lack when you got righteous leadership, man. But these pastors, these pimps that I hate even call them pastors, but these pimps that's in these pastors' roles, they are destroying our people, man. The Lord is going to destroy them. You know, you say the law is done away with. You can say the law is done away with, you feel me? But when that punishment comes and that woe comes, you'll see how much that law has not been done away with.
Right.
Drop that. Let me get Ezekiel 34, Brother Bashar.
Come. Ezekiel chapter 34.
We start at verse 1.
Come, sir. Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
And say, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. You understand? What's going to happen to these that's what's going to happen to these people that's supposed to be taking care of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
Prophecy.
Prophesy.
Prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds.
Salaki, there you go again. There you go again. Like, people don't realize how powerful this word is. That woe, it means something. Oh. When Most High say woe, that means destruction. Understand? He coming. Oh. Go ahead.
Woe be to the shepherds of Israel, that you feed themselves.
I got my Bentley over here. You know, I got my Rollie over here. You see what I'm saying? I can't fly a coach. I need me a G5 or G6. You know what I'm saying? They feeding themselves out. The Lord say, woe unto you that feed yourselves. Keep going.
Should not the shepherds feed the flocks?
Lord, that's a rhetorical question. Should not the shepherds, should not the leaders of this people feed them? No. I mean, if I'm leading the people, shouldn't I take care of my people?
Right.
These are Lord's people, by the way. Like, it ain't even that they my people. They the Lord's people.
Right.
And you mean to tell me I can't take care of them? Keep going up.
Verse 3, ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock.
They say you eat the fat and ye clothe you with the wool. Like, you take the good, you take the best of everything.
Right.
You got the tithes, you got the offerings. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got the best part of everything that comes in there. You see what I'm saying? They say, but you feed not the flock. So you got the best of everything, but everybody else starving, man. Everybody else suffering. Keep going.
Verse 4, the disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them.
It is, man. Good night. This is not talking about the Christian pastor right here. That Muslim imam. This is not talking about them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's you have not strengthened, you have not healed. It's like, you have done nothing for my people. Huh?
Right.
You ain't did nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you haven't, when someone got lost and you didn't seek them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you have ruled them with force and with cruelty. What that pastor did to that sister was cruel.
Right.
It was cruel. You understand? Like, and this is the spirit of the Christian church. Like, the Christian church is a cruel place to be. They talk about each other. They backstab all day long. They don't have no laws that they govern themselves by, so they can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
The pastor can sleep with your wife if he see fit. If you ain't paying enough tithes, you are unequally yoked.
Yeah.
And he can take your woman, and you better not say nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? They rule. They are cruel in that Christian church. You know how to say, you know, wolves in sheep clothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, got Officer Matham in the chat. And Kasad Wana. Shalom to the Akim and Agua in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they say you got wolves in sheep's clothing. When you see the ISUBK, when you see us, we got on wolf clothing, according to the world. You see what I'm saying? People see us and like, man, what them brothers on? But we really the sheep. We really the sheep out. Because we're going to keep these laws.
Right.
We're going to show mercy to our people. We're going to show compassion to our people, to the Lord's people. You see what I'm saying? But when they talk about when it talks about, you know, wolves and sheep clothing, let's talk about that Christian church, man. Let's talk about that Christian pastor. He come with his suit and his tie. He come with his gator shoes and his top hat. I mean, you looking at him like, man, he can dress, he this, that, the third. You feel me? When the truth of it is, man, he's so cruel.
Right.
And he ruled with force. You see what I'm saying? That's what we see, man.
Come.
That's exactly what we see. Keep going.
Come. Verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all of the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
So here it is. We getting ruled with force and cruelty. Like that sister is gonna go and she's gonna be destroyed because of what just happened to her.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And what's gonna happen is now you're gonna feed her to the beast of the field. You're gonna feed her to the other nations. You see what I'm saying? Because she's gonna find her salvage, she's gonna find her solitude and her safety in them. They treat me better than my own people treat me. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, she going over there seeking refuge, you feel me? And they're going to abuse her even more. That's how she's going to be even more destroyed. You see what I'm saying? And that's all thanks to that black Christian pastor, man.
Right.
Like the Most High said, woe to these Christian pastors twice already. You see what I'm saying? Like, the Most High repeat itself. It's for a reason. Keep going up.
Come. Verse 6. My sheep wandered through all the mountains, and upon every hill. Every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them.
How many of y'all remember the story of David? You see what I'm saying? David, he was a shepherd. You understand? He had sheep and stuff like that. You feel me? A bear came, a lion came, took one of his sheep. David went and fought for his sheep. You see what I'm saying? He got 99 over here that's safe. But because of that one that they got, that lion or that bear got, he went out there and risked his life to fight for that one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And here it is, you got Christian pastors that won't fight for nothing. You see what I'm saying? You are the reason that the sheep are scattered. And yet and still you won't go and fight for them, man.
Right.
How wicked and soft can you be? You see what I'm saying? Like, if the Christian church is not if you haven't been disgusted by the Christian church yet, we're gonna get more into it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people have a lot of comments on y'all some Israelites. Why y'all hate so much? We don't hate nothing. You see what I'm saying? We love what the Lord loves and we hate what the Lord hates. You feel me?
Right.
If the Lord hates something, who am I to say I should love it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what people got to understand. People say we a hate group. This is a love group. We love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans so much that we're willing to risk everything for our people, man.
That's right.
Oh, but because we don't love you, because we don't love the so-called white man, because we don't love the so-called Asian, now we're a hate group. You see what I'm saying? We'll leave that for the Christian pastor because that's actually who he loves.
Right.
He loved the so-called white man. He wouldn't have done that. Here's the wicked part about it, like even wickeder part. If there was a white woman that came up there, he would not have done that. He did that to that sister in that way and disrespected that sister in that way because she was a black woman.
That's right.
And he knew that she would not be defended. But if he did that to a white woman, even in his own congregation, they'd have shut him down instantly. They wouldn't have been laughing.
Right.
It'd have been a situation where they was like, no, Pastor, you got to apologize to her.
Right.
You got to apologize to our God. You see what I'm saying? That's the reality of it, man. Keep going.
Gone. That verse, so like Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 7. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Verse 8. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
The Lord said, man, my flock became a prey, man. My people, like if you look at the conditions of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, like we was talking about earlier, In every hood, if you're in the hood, the barrio, if you're on a reservation, we are food up.
Right.
We are food to everybody. To every other nation, man, we are food. They can these Asians, they get off the boat up. They can go and they got their own town in every major city. It's called Chinatown.
Right.
They can go to Chinatown and open up shop. They can go to Chinatown and make their yakami joints. 4 wings and fries. They can do that in their community.
Right.
But yet and still, they find their way into the hood. But yet and still, they find their way into the barrio, into the reservation. Like a lot of us brothers ain't been on reservations. But what we don't realize is the reservations look just like the hood. You go into a store, it's everybody else in there. We are food to them, man. And they're eating of us. They say you become prey to every beast of the field, man. Every nation comes and feeds off of us, man. Keep going.
Come. Because there was no shepherd, neither did my sheep, neither did my shepherds search for my flock. But the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock.
This is not the Christian pastor.
Right.
This is not the Christian pastor. But you got brothers and sisters that's starving and struggling for the bare necessities of life. They driving Bentleys. They driving Rolls Royce. You see what I'm saying? Like they flying their own private jets. Now I ain't gonna say catered, chartered. They're flying their own private jets right now. You see what I'm saying? Every weekend, they expecting to hit 100,000 per service. They don't get that 100,000, man. They gonna lean on that church, man. If you don't get these Christian pastors what they say they want, it's your fault.
Right.
You're unworthy servant.
Right.
Who the hell are you not to give me what I want? That's the attitude of Christian pastor, man.
Right.
You don't believe it. Let's get that video out. Let's get another video. Let's show the real spirit of the Christian church.
That's all right.
God. Let's show the real spirit of the Christian pastor when he don't get what he wants from his congregation. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get another video real quick.
Pastor Carlton Funderburk of Church at the Well, Kansas City, was caught on video calling his congregation poor, broke, busted, and disgusted after they still hadn't bought him an expensive Movado watch. He asked for a year ago while reportedly delivering a sermon about taking care of God's shepherd.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not working your McDonald's money. I'm not working your Red Lobster money. I ain't working your St. John Nick. Y'all can't afford it, no how. I ain't working your Louis Vuitton. I ain't working your Prada. I'm not working your Gucci. You can buy a Movado watch in Sam's. Yes, you can. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here. Y'all hear from y'all pastor and father.
If this is not some of the most disgusting content that you can find, you understand? Like, this is the spirit of these Christian pastors. This is their spirit. You tell your people, you call your people poor, broke, and disgusted because they didn't get you a Movado watch that you asked for last year.
Right.
My cheap sons and daughters.
Right.
So damn them being the Lord's children. Damn them going through something and having issues with paying rent. Having issues with keeping their house warm or cold. Having issues with keeping gas in their car, food in their refrigerator. Damn all of that. Where the hell is my Movado watch that I asked for?
Right.
That's the spirit of the Christian church, y'all. That's the spirit of these Christian pastors, man. That's why the Lord said we're destroyed. You understand? And then you got your Tom standing up there like they laughing like he's saying something so profound and
Right.
it's disgusting. What?
Like so, bringing up real powerful. When it comes to bad, like this is just what they do.
Yeah.
Right? Because the way they reacting to what he's saying,
Yeah.
they going home talking about, man, Pastor killed it today.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? That's how you know, like this is a part of the culture. They just nothing but pimps.
Yeah.
Because anytime somebody hear that and they hooping and hollering and bigging that up, like, woo, stop, Pastor, you going off. That's because they're used to this. This is what happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? This is their version of he really preaching today.
That's the relationship a pimp has with his hoes.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, being a pastor is boss level pimping.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? You hoes don't love me. You couldn't even give me money to get my Movado watch. You broke hoes. That's what the pimp will say to his hoe, right?
That's right.
He's saying it to his congregation, man. You know how many people in that congregation probably suffering? Suffering in silence because they don't have the money that he's requesting of them. They paying that. I guarantee you they paying their tithes.
Right.
That's not good enough for him.
Right.
That's not good enough for them to do what the Lord said. These cheap sons and daughters. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't, he said, y'all don't honor me.
Right.
Who are you to honor? Who the hell are you? This is the spirit of the Christian church. Like, and this is what we don't realize. This is why they tell our people that the law is done away with.
All right.
Because if the law is done away with, I can get away with all of this. If God's law is done away with, if I ain't got to listen to God, why the hell do I got to listen to you? Who the hell are you? But here it is, man. Like, you got listen, what we're saying, this is the spirit in every Christian church.
Right.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised that you ain't gonna be able to use your cell phone in church no more.
Right.
Because this happens every week. You see what I'm saying? Somebody recorded it and just was bold enough to put it online. This happens in the Christian church every week. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. They look at the people, they look at the parishioners, people who come, they look at blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. There's food up the same way these other nations. The Lord just said that every beast fed on my flock. You see what I'm saying? Every beast fed on the Lord's flock. And their shepherds did nothing about it. That's why, because their shepherds are feeding off of them too. Understand? These black pastors, these black politicians, they tell us what they want to tell us.
Right.
We gotta have somebody in office. We gotta put people in position to make change. But not realizing that when they get in position, they treat us just like the other beasts do.
Right.
You feel me? We become food to them. And that's what we're saying, man. Let's keep going in the scriptures.
Slide, so we can drop the video.
Slide, was it any more?
I don't know. I think he about to go into his little pilot.
Play it one more time from the beginning. I just want everybody to see how disgusting the spirit of the Christian church is. Play it one more time.
Delivering a sermon about taking care of God's shepherd.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not going to make McDonald's money. I'm not going to real lobster money. I ain't worth no St. John Nick. Y'all can afford it, though. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your prop. I'm not worth your Gucci. You can buy a Movado watch in cents. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here. Y'all hear from y'all pastor and father, I'm over y'all. I'm over your cheap expressions.
Funderburg has since released.
They say over there, cheap expressions out. He said, I'm over your cheap express. I'm over these cheap gifts you give me. I'm over this 10%, this measly 10% that you give me. Right. You see what I'm saying? This is how evil and disgusting the Christian church is. Keep going up.
Verse 9. Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Verse 10. Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand.
The Lord say, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hands. You're responsible for my flock. Right. And I'm going to require it at your hands. So how you handle them in the conditions that they're in, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to be against you because of that. And saying you were supposed to protect my flock, and you didn't. You supposed to feed my flock, and you didn't. Right. You supposed to search out the lost of my flock, and you didn't. Now I'm going to require it at your hand. All right. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. And I will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves anymore, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them.
Listen, the Lord is going to deliver blacks, Hispanics, and even Native Americans out of the hands of the Christian church.
Right.
It's like, yeah, the Lord is going to take them. And you're going to take blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's going to take you out of it. He's going to take our people out of that Christian church, man.
Right.
And they're going to come into this truth. They're going to know who they are. You see what I'm saying? And them Christian bastards, they won't be able to feed themselves no more off the flock, man.
Right.
Because that's all they're doing. And the Lord is going to visit you. Keep going.
Verse 11. But thus saith the Lord God.
Hey, Salaga, it say that they may not be meat for them. Like, how disgusting can you be to make your own people meat?
Right.
You so docile when it comes to these other people. You so docile when it comes to the other races. But when it comes to your people, they meat. We meat. You see what I'm saying? That pastor would have never talked like that if it was white people in the audience.
Right.
If it was Asians in the audience.
Right.
If it was any other race of people in that audience, he would not have talked like that. But he feel like because we black, you could talk to the Lord's people any way you want to. You could treat the Lord's people however you feel. That's why the Lord say, woe unto them. The Lord say destruction. Keep going up.
Verse 11. But thus said the Lord God, behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out.
The Lord said, I'm going to search my sheep, man, and I'm going to seek them out.
Right.
That's what he sent his real priests and prophets out here for, man. That's why he sent us on the corners to go out there and preach, who we are.
Right.
What laws we should be following. What God we should be following. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't happening in the Christian church. Like, we are meat to the same people that's supposed to be protected and being shepherds. So imagine a shepherd. Just imagine this. Imagine that same shepherd. You got 100 sheep. And them sheep, they trust you with their life. They follow you anywhere you go. They do anything you ask them. You see what I'm saying? And you put them on the menu so you can eat good. Not when you have to, just because they're there.
Right.
You You put that sheep on the menu, and not only that, you serve them up to the other beasts of the field. You see what I'm saying? How can any of the other sheep trust you? What kind of shepherd are you? You feel me? The Lord said, I'm going to destroy that, man. Drop that. Let me get Zechariah 11, verses 4, for sure.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
It say, feed the flock of the slaughter. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
It say, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. These other nations, they slay us, man. And they don't even hold themselves guilty. Man, that's just a black person. That's Hispanic. That's a native. It's not even a crime. Like, no one talks about those. I keep saying this. No one talks about them two brothers that got hung in Mississippi, man.
Right.
It's almost like it didn't exist. It happened, what, a month ago? And people act like it didn't exist, like two brothers got hung back to back, same city, within hours of each other. No one says anything, you feel me? They say, who possesses slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, so like, no, go ahead, you read that, bro. Sure.
Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
They say, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. This is what the Christian pastors say. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thank you, God. You know, God is shining his favor upon me. You see what I'm saying? He's given me these blessings. You know, you understand? Blessed be the Lord. You understand? For I am rich. The Lord is taking care of me. Now give me another love offering.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
That's the crazy part. Their own shepherds pity them not, man. These black pastors don't give a damn about black people, man.
Right.
All they care about is serving their white daddy. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to black, Hispanics, and Native American, there's no respect. You can hear it in the tone. My broke sons and daughters, my cheap sons and daughters. You don't honor me. You would never say that to this oppressor.
Right.
You would never talk like that to another nation of people. You don't talk like that to your own people. You feel me? Because you pity them not. No one's going to have pity when the Lord come and visit you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? People think that they're untouchable. These pastors, for sure, they think that they're untouchable. The Lord is going to touch you out.
Right.
And when the Lord touch you, there ain't a soul that can save you. Your money can't save you then. Your riches that you've accumulated on the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are not going to save you. That private jet cannot save you. You see what I'm saying? Them donations cannot save you. That 1,000 plus 1,000 cannot save you. But it is. This is what we're enduring. This is what we've endured for so long, man. You understand? And this happens every week. That's what people don't understand. This happens in the Christian church every single week. The Lord just exposes it when he puts it on camera.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is something that happens all the time. Go ahead.
It's like, sir, and even if they don't do that, you know what they do? Create this thing called the building fund.
Good.
And like when I was when I was in the church, now I had to be probably like 10, 11. When my peoples passed away and we went back to that church, that same sign is up there, and the money goal is still at the same line it was when I was a kid. They ain't moved it up. It's still there. So it's like, yo, you still trying. We got to reach this goal. Like, yo, like you said, man, they just pimps and they got nothing but schemes. You know what I'm saying? They just destroy our people.
That's what it is. I'm telling you, like, you know, that's why a lot of them, I'm telling you, a lot of these so-called pastors, they were pimps.
Right.
Nothing has changed. There's more money in the Christian church than there is on the corner. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's legal pimping in. It ain't even taxed. I got a paper trail. I can do anything in the Lord's name, quote unquote.
Right.
With this money, I can't do that with my pimp money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Pimping is that. That's why where do you think all these suits come from?
Right.
Where do you think all these colored suits come from? That's pimping. It's pimping 101. It's just boss level. It's boss level pimping, man. Drop that. Let me get Jeremiah 23 and 14, Brother Michelle.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem a horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of the evildoers.
They say, I've seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem. This is talking about black leaders.
Right.
And horrible things. They commit adultery. What place on earth is committing more adultery than the Christian church? Like, you got brothels and whorehouses.
Right.
That can't light a fire to the Christian church.
Right.
You got sisters that's ran through in there. Everybody on the stage ran through. Pastor included. Everybody on the stage that ran through each other.
Right.
They having orgies. They passing each other wives around. That's happening in the Christian church, y'all.
Right.
I'm telling you, like, it sounds crazy, but this is what's happening. And guess what? People know about it.
Right.
People know about it, man. This ain't nothing. This ain't news. People know that these things are going on. Commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of the evildoer. They strengthen the hands of our oppressor, man. They strengthen the hands of our oppressor. That's why the black Christian church is nothing but a vessel to white supremacy, man.
Right.
That's all it is. Because it teaches us to hate our power. When you tell a black man that you ain't got no rules to live by, all you're doing is strengthening the hand of the so-called white man. Because a black man who don't follow, who don't have no kind of, no sense of morale, typically where is that going to lead him? But where is it going to lead him?
Yeah, we're in jail.
Yeah, you going to prison, huh? So-called white man going to make more money off you in there. You see what I'm saying? Or you going to be in the dirt. You see what I'm saying? Like, the black Christian churches, it leads black people. When you teach a black man that he ain't got no laws and no rules that he got to follow, that's like sentencing him to death row, man.
Right.
It's only but so long. Your time is coming. Because you don't have a moral compass that you got to live by. You feel me? Keep going.
That none doth return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof of Gomorrah.
Good night. Like I said, they don't even, they can't, like, you destroy the people so bad that they can't even return from the wickedness. You feel me?
Right.
The Lord likened them to Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, what times are we living in?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You go into the streets, and it's like, I hate sounding like this, because that's how the old heads used to sound. 20, 30 years ago, when I was growing up, you said the third, you wouldn't say. I'm telling you, what we seeing right now, we didn't see this back when I was coming up like that. You see what I'm saying? Things have changed drastically in the last 20, 25 years. You see what I'm saying? Like, you strengthen the hands of the evildoers to the point where as though your people can't even return from that wickedness. The Lord likened us to Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Look, they had to be destroyed, man. They had to be destroyed. This is why the Lord, early in the verse earlier, the Lord said he can't even take pleasure in the young men, man. Because these are the times we're living in right now, man.
All right.
Drop that. Let me get it. Drop down to verse 25 of it, the show.
Verse 25. Jeremiah, it's like, Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 25. I have heard what the prophets said, that prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed.
Who's this?
It's like, sir, Dr. King.
It's Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King right here. You feel me? The Lord prophesied about him.
That's crazy.
He said, I've heard what the prophet said that prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, as if the Most High came to them in a dream and told them everything that he's about to say.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
Man, I told you 2,000. I said 1,000 plus 1,000.
Right.
Not 1,000 plus 200. You see what I'm saying? He called himself a man of the Lord, man. This is who the Lord is talking about. How long shall this be in his heart, man?
Right.
Of the prophets that prophesy lies, the Lord came to me. The Lord told me, oh, he giving it to me right now. You know, I was getting a vision. He giving it to me right now, you know. If you can do a love offering of 1,000 and 1,000, the Lord is going to bless you abundantly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's speaking to me right now. They prophesying lies in the name of the Most High. Go ahead.
So like, you know, I remember last time I went to church, right? I'm in there. They run like 4 offerings. So in mine, they run like 4 offerings, and then the pastor get up at the end, and when you was like, yo, when you said he gonna give you abundance, that's what he led with. They done did like 4 offerings. Then he like, yo, as me being a man of the Lord, y'all should want to do anything for me. If I take my shoes off, y'all should wash my shoes and all that. So he like, yo, I need y'all to, you know what I mean, do another abundance. Y'all need to, you know what I mean, give an offering for me. And when they went back up there and stuff like that, and in my head, I'm like, oh, yo, you done hit us about 5-6 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still trying to do it. And then he did his little prayer. You know what I'm saying? But that's the crazy part about it. It's like, that's what they do.
Hey, Salaki, so the sister got us. She said, Salaki, sir, if I've made, why are they called prophets? Show that again. Why are they called prophets if they prophesy lies? That's the whole point of it. So when you hear when it's talking about prophets who prophesy lies, this is telling you that it's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
This is telling you that this is our people that's doing it. You see what I'm saying? Like that. That's like when you see it, when you hear in the scriptures where it's talk about the Most High, and then it said, you serve false gods. We know there is no other gods. The Lord is he's making a point to saying that these things are not real. These Christian pastors, they put themselves in a position of being one who speaks for the Most High. So that's why he's saying these prophets who prophesize lies. He's called them false prophets when he say that. So that's why it's not saying that they are prophets, and it's more so that these are black people. These are black men that's going up here that's calling themselves speaking for the Lord, as if, because it's black men who are the prophets. It's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the prophets. If you're not black, Hispanic, and Native American, you can't even be a prophet. You see what I'm saying? So he's saying that they're prophets because they put themselves in a position to speak for him. You understand? But he said they prophesize lies. The Lord is telling you they prophesy lies because I haven't talked to them. I've never said nothing to them. But they tell the people that I have. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only reason. It's the same as when they say, when the Most High say, you shall have no gods before me. Right. There is no God. There are no other gods anyway. The Most High is the only power. You see what I'm saying? So the Most High is the only power. He's just saying that because people like to serve other things other than the Most High. So that's why he's calling them prophets who prophesy lies. He's saying that these are black leaders, you see what I'm saying, who say that they speak for me, but they're prophesying lies. The Lord calls them false prophets, man. So I hope that answers your question, Kasad. Well, now, what was we at?
Verse 20, 26.
Come on, read it from the top.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
This is the Christian pastor. Like the Lord did not raise them two pastors that we just seen. The Lord did not raise them. He did not raise them up to speak for him.
Right.
But they would be considered men of the Lord. Where they call themselves men of the cloth. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying they are prophet. A prophet is just someone who speaks the word of the Most High.
Right.
So the Lord is saying that these are prophets of the deceit of their own heart. These are men who say that they speak for me, but they're speaking the deceit of their own heart. They are not of me. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 27. Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
And here's the thing, which thinks to cause my people to forget my name. Like, here's the thing: how many of us know the name? Before we came into the truth, how many of us knew the name of the Most High? I know I did. I know I did. You see what I'm saying? These are things that should have been passed down through generations. You see what I'm saying? From our people. But when you start talking about these false prophets, man, and these fake pastors, when you start dealing with them, you even got these fake Israelite camps who think that we shouldn't even be speaking Hebrew. They think that Hebrew is unnecessary. So we think in the Hebrew that's unnecessary. How we can't even call the Most High's name. You see what I'm saying? Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams. Don't even listen, like, I dream, worship me. Don't even worship the Most High.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Martin Luther King, when he said he dreamed, people literally thought that the Lord was speaking to him. You see what I'm saying? Then what the Lord got to say, what does Martin Luther King have to say? That's how that went. Keep going.
Oh, God. Verse 28. The prophet that have a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that have my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff of the wheat, saith the Lord?
And say, the prophet that have a dream, let him tell his dream. And say, he that have my word, let him speak my word faithfully. You understand? Damn that dream, speak my words. You see what I'm saying? Like, he can go over here, he can dream all he wants to. And he can tell you all about his dream and how I supposedly came to him. You feel me? You speak on my word and see what stands. His dream was a nightmare. Martin Luther King's dream was a nightmare for black people.
Right.
And he knew that, because that's why he even said, I feel like I'm leading my people into a burning building. What we see today is that burning building, and we're in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because of his dream that he dreamed as a false prophet. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on. Verse 29. Is it not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh rock into pieces?
The Lord says, not my word like a fire. You see what I'm saying? And said, Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock into pieces. Like the Most High is saying, my word is going to stand, and this is going to destroy. Like, you can say what you dreamed and all this, you feel me? But you speak my word, and that's where the truth lies.
Right.
Everything else, like the Lord says, my word is a fire. He's going to destroy them false dreams. You see what I'm saying? When they say he break up the rock into pieces, that false religion that you have of Christianity, it's going to fall apart. There's the scripture that talk about the broken vessels, the broken cisterns. You know, that's the precept to this. You see what I'm saying? Whereas though they can't hold truth. All right. Christian church can't hold no truth in it, man. Because it's not of the Lord. Keep going. Did that sister have any other comments? No. Come. Keep going.
Come. Verse 30. Therefore, behold, I am against the prophet, saith the Lord, that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. Verse 31. Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that use their tongues and say, he said.
The Lord say, I am against the prophets, say the Lord, that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor. I'm against the prophets, saith the Lord, that use their tongues and say, he saith. You feel me? Listen, the Lord hates when you lie on him. You see what I'm saying? You lying on the Lord at this point. Oh, the Lord is coming to me. He's giving me this vision. Sow in a 20,000 seed. You got a 20,000 love offering. Come up here. The Lord is speaking to me right now. He about to deliver you from what you're going through. The Lord hates that. Right. The Lord hates that. You see what I'm saying? Let's get that one video. Which one, the lock the doors one. We're gonna show this other video. You see what I'm saying? Like, of course, everybody has seen this before, but again, we're gonna show the spirit of the Christian church, of these Christian pastors, man, and show you what the Lord hates. Here it is. This is supposed to be a pastor who speaks for the Lord. Right. He's in a position where he's supposed to speak for the Lord according to his constituents. You see what I'm saying? And this is what he does. Good.
I said close the doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 to sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm going to have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
So here it is again. Like, this has nothing to do with God. Right. This has nothing to do with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? But this is the same man that's going to sit there and tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans what they need to do according to what the Lord then gave him. Right. You see what I'm saying? These are your false prophets that the Lord spoke of. These are your Sadducees and your Pharisees that the Lord spoke of in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Who come and tell you all the good deeds that the Lord, and how he gonna bless them and how he gonna bless you for doing certain things. You feel me? But this is the deceit of their own heart. Right. They're not for the Lord's people, man. Hey, drop that. Let me get Matthew 5:19.
Come. Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Man, here's the heavy part. Like, these letters are in red. So if you knew to read in the Bible, if it's in red, that means Christ said these words. Right. It said, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments. If Christ is saying if you break one of the least commandments, how can the Christian church, how can that Christian pastor teach that the laws of God are done away with? Right. You understand? They can't possibly be done away with if Christ is saying these. If you break the least of these commandments and shall teach men so, this is the important part. Not only do you break them, then you go out there and you tell other people that it's okay for them to break it. Right. Keep on.
Gun. He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
It say he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. You see what I'm saying? So you talking about your TD Jakes, your Creflo Dollars, your Jamal Bryants, your what's another one? The mega pastors. Joel Osteen. You know, all of them. Yeah, Juanita Bynum. You see what I'm saying? All of them who preach that the law is done away with. And not only do they believe that, but they teach other people that they're going to be least in the kingdom of God, man. You understand? Meaning like the reputation that they've acquired now, or the status that they've acquired in this world, this is their reward. This is their reward. They just sold themselves to our oppressor. You understand? Became a pawn in his white supremacy. This is the reward that they get right now.
Right.
This is coming to an end. They're going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
They say, but I said, read the last part where it say, whosoever shall.
Come on. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, but the ones who tell them, man, we got to keep these commandments. And not only do you teach that, man, we got to get back to keeping these law, statutes, commandments. So we stop angering our Father. You teach that you're going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven. This is the ISUPK right here in real time. This is talking about the ISUPK, the priests and prophets of the ISUPK. We're the only ones telling our people to repent, to come back to the Lord, keep these law, statutes, and commandments, man. These big Israelites, they're not doing that out.
Right.
They're still saying it's okay to sin. Trust me when I tell you. They just like the Christian church. The camera just ain't been on them yet. You know, in some instances it has been. You know, but we're the only ones telling our people to repent, man, come back and keep these law, statutes, commandments. This is talking about the ISUPK right here. You understand? But these fake pastors, man, these pimps, they're going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven, man. They're getting their reward right now. I don't know if y'all seen that the pastor got a Bentley parked in his in his church. I don't know if y'all seen that. He got a Bentley parked in his church. They said, well, he said, well, this is all ours. They said, can we drive it? He said, no, that's not what the Lord wants. You see what I'm saying? The Lord don't want you driving this Bentley, just me. You see what I'm saying? This is the spirit of the Christian church that we're getting into. Good.
Let's say, wasn't it one preacher around the time of COVID who was getting all the stuff from his congregation, making videos and all that, and then they ended up running in his church robbing?
Up in New York, they ran his pockets. You know what I'm saying? Why he preaching? Because he riding Bentleys and Rolls Royces and he doing, shining. You see what I'm saying? He got his Movado and his Rolexes and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Good.
If I may, sir, I think that same pastor, Officer Gannat, talking about he ended up getting caught up with a Fed case because he was scamming the congregation and getting money from the congregation, pulling scams on him as well too. So he not only did he get robbed, but then a Fed case came out about him shortly after that robbery, where they exposed how he was scamming his congregation as well.
Well, that's all of them.
Right.
That's why they're the pimps. You see what I'm saying? All of them can get caught up in Fed cases for scamming the congregation. The problem is he probably didn't pay who he was supposed to pay. He didn't pay his tax. And that's why they had to remind him, listen, you know what you are. Don't get too above yourself. And that's why black leaders can't speak on black issues, because they've already been paid for. Shut your mouth. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, let me get Isaiah 56:10, Bob, for sure.
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb doves.
His watchmen are blind. They're ignorant. They are all dumb doves, man. The purpose of a dove is to bark when it senses danger.
Right.
You feel me? Black leaders can't bark. They can't make no noise when they see danger coming to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why it's calling them dumb, meaning like mute. Shut your mouth. You see what I'm saying? You better not speak on nothing here. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
This is what they do when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. They sleep, they lie down, loving to slumber. You understand? They don't want to deal with real issues when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You got something?
No,
I'm gonna take those.
Yeah. Keep going.
Come. Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy doves, which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one for his gain, for his quarter.
Yeah. The Lord said they are greedy doves, which can never have enough.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? 40,000 a week ain't enough for them.
Right.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain, for his quarter. Listen, these black pastors, they all about themselves, man.
Right.
You understand? They don't give a damn about the congregation. You see what I'm saying? Like, you making $100,000 a week. Ain't no reason in the world that anybody in your church should have issues paying their rent. Everybody in the church should have some form of transportation.
Right.
I mean, shouldn't nobody, they shouldn't have to have life insurance policy. They should be buried through your church. You see what I'm saying? But they're greedy dogs, man. Let's play that last video. Let's play that last video to show you what a greedy dog looks like.
You want to start from the beginning?
Okay.
The finances of a church led by a popular televangelist are under close scrutiny this morning. It comes as Pastor Creflo Dollar asks his followers to buy him a $65 million private jet. Mark Strauss is outside the World Changer Church International in College Park, Georgia. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. This church behind me is like any house of worship. It is nonprofit and tax exempt, but it is also highly controversial, most recently when the pastor asked the faithful to help them travel the world in style.
Dream for the best house. Dream for the best car.
He's a pastor named Dollar who preaches the prosperity gospel. The more you give, the more you shall receive.
Just cause the world don't have it, don't mean you can't have it.
Creflo Dollar's sermons packed his 8,500-seat megachurch. His ministry has prospered with satellite churches in at least a dozen states and hundreds of thousands of online followers.
I am the resurrection.
Dollar owns this multi-million-dollar mansion and condo. In March, his website asked the faithful to help him buy something else.
To give contributions of $300 or more.
A $65 million Gulfstream G650 jet, the top of the line in luxury air travel. One church member, Mary Jones, plans on answering the pastor's call, even though she rides the bus 20 miles every Sunday to Dollar's church.
We support our pastor. That's what we're here for. The work that he's doing, where the Lord have him traveling, he doesn't need to travel. He needs the best.
But Dollar later took down the video after the jet request was criticized. Former member Shamor Bernard was disgusted.
What's Pastor Dollar's prosperity?
It's like, this is the disgusting reality of the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? You asking for $65 million private jet. And here it is, this elderly woman driving 20 miles on, you know how long 20 miles on the bus is?
Cut the video.
Yeah, you can cut it. She's traveling 20 miles one direction to go to his church, giving her SSI checkup to him so he can fly a $65 million jet. This is what the scriptures call a greedy dove. You feel me? Right. Read that one more time, that last scripture.
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 11. Yea, they are greedy doves, which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for its gain from its quarter.
This is the Christian church.
Right.
You understand? This is why we say they are nothing but pimps on the pulpit. You feel me? You understand? They're pimping blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? But here's the thing. You a Christian pastor, you better realize the Lord said woe, said destruction. The Lord is going to fulfill what he said. You understand?
Right.
You better start, you listen. You better find something in you to repent, get this truth, stop, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, because trust me when I tell you, the Most High is going to see it through. You see what I'm saying? It's disgusting what's happening to our people. And as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. We can say what we want to say about the priests and prophets of the Lord here in the ISUBK, you feel me? But we got to question these Christian pastors. You understand? And when people get an attitude, because Commander General Yohana asking for tithes, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Right. You understand?
All right.
We ain't driving G5 jets, Bentleys. You see what I'm saying? It's not what we doing. Then you're going to hear people murmuring, it's a $200 Passover fee. That's another thing. Pay your Passover fee.
Right.
I mean, 17, I think it's 17 and older. Pay your Passover fee. It's $200 for all the events of the entire weekend.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Pay your Passover fee. That's the least we can do. You understand? The manager asked $200 to offset the cost of an entire weekend. This man is asking for $300 per person for him to buy a private jet.
Right.
So he ain't got to fly the same airplane as you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we got to come back to our culture. We got to come back to our God, man. Get out that Christian church before we lose our lives. You understand? And with that, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We under Commander General Yohana. If it's not under Commander General Yohana, it's not the truth. And we've been bringing this out since 1969 that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And at this time, we're going to call up Officer Kanaf for reading of the security announcements. Shalom.
These are the security announcements. We at ISUBK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months, in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew is pronounced Mayashra. 10% of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming holy convocation, the feast of dedication, also known as Hanukkah, which is Sunday, December the 14th, and also the 57th annual Passover will be going down in Houston, Texas this year. So make sure you pay your Passover fee. And it will be on April 4th. All right, so make sure you pay them Passover fees. Remind them to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headbands, or scarves. And with that, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amazing Shabbat, Amazing Barak, Yahweh Sim Yahushua Barakatah, Yahweh Sim Yahushua Barakatah, Yazabata, class dismissed.
Yeah. Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUBK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're